What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Well. Look at what we have here. Whew. I don't feel good. But hey, what's up?
I'm talking to you.
I still got that on there. What's up? It's been a long weekend, as you can hear. Oh, yeah. Got a full lung full of allergies and head pressure. That little guy that you squeeze and his little eyeballs are bugging out. It's kind of me, but like only up in here. Like it's tight. And then you blow your nose and nothing comes out. It's like, what the what am I doing? I'm blowing to get the stuff out and then nothing does it. But here we are. Here we are. What's up? How was your weekend? I hope it was great. I hope no fascist dictators have entered the chat. But unfortunately, we all can't be that lucky. Oh, Russell's here. Russ, what's up? Billy. It's an hour early in the UK. Our clocks went back at the weekend. Oh. Well, shit, I could have waited. I'll keep that in mind on Thursday. We could just take this whole show a little bit slower. I'm good with that. Why doesn't everybody just do the same day? Why doesn't everybody just do the same day? We all have computers. It's all computer. Why do we do it on different day? I mean, I get time zones. That's fine. Have your time zone so that you can have something close to a normal to your sensibilities clock. Time that means something already. Okay, whatever, fine. But these half time zones, you know about that? There's like 10 and 15-minute time zones. And then it's not like directly east to west. Like sometimes people are in a different time zone due to a north and south thing because of the country. I'm like, come on, man. We got to have we're talking about a shadow. All right. A shadow crossing the earth. That's all we're talking about here. Just put down the ticky mark every hour and you're in this time zone and then you're in that time. What is this? What are we doing? We outsmarted ourselves on the time zone things for sure. And daylight savings is ridiculous. The plants already know what time it is. Again, we're not farmers, okay? Well, Scott Bessent is a farmer, apparently. Apparently. Have a special guest coming soon. Hey Bella. Hi Sarah. Everyone does except the US. Everyone also uses military time, the 24-hour clock, which makes more sense. It's the 15th or the 17th hour of the day. How many hours you got left on the night? You know what I mean? Like, it's easy. It's easier. I always liked it. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's just so. Come on, guys. Just because the thing is, if you asked me in the spring, what day do you set the clocks back in November? I'd be like, oh, can I have a lifeline? Like, I don't know. Just tell me it's the same day as theirs. I'm stupid. I don't know the difference. It's all the same to me. Jeez. Yeah. ASG. No, Tim, we just talked about the. Oh my god! You see what I put up with, people? You see what I put up with on a daily basis? Hi, Tim. Oh, Tim, I got this in here for you. Here, you ready?
I'm talking to you.
uh, but Tim, we just talked about you guys just did daylight savings, and we don't do it yet. Potatoes in the chat for Tim. Tim is talking up Ireland like woo. Y'all should Tim is in fucking love. He is in love with Ireland. I'm talking about they over here having adventures, special equestrian visitor, like they're having a blast. Good thing. hey, listen. I got his pugs. That bitch ain't going nowhere. He'll get his ass back over here. I got his dogs. He ain't John Wick. I had to secure the pooches to make sure this motherfucker came back. I got him in the other room. I had to go to his house and kidnap the dogs. That's the only way to make sure he comes back. Y'all looking at me like I have some immoral decisions in my recent past. But y'all not looking at what Tim is doing. Tim is plotting his escape without the rest of the prisoners. What the fuck is that? What is that? Jesus. I know, they're so cool. Now my wife wants to go. Thanks. I got to get my 23andMe done. Or I gotta talk to a couple of people. Might be some might be some of that. Some of that might be going on. I might be out of here too. Before Tim runs away, I have this is a little old, but it is on brand for us. So I figured why not? You know what I mean? Okay. Hold on. Hold that dial. Hold the phone. I'm going to do something differently. And it is called Shazam! Ha 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 ha.
How did I get here?
This is what happens, guys. If you just click links that you see on the internet, you might wind up in the show. It could happen to you. I sent this to Cortez through Signal.
Well, I guess we're here today, guys.
Let me get some where's my button?
We like it.
Come on, button. See, this is why we don't like it when they have the button. Come on. It's not working. Hold on. Nope. It no work.
I did this.
None of them are working. My soundboard. This stinks. Air horns, brackets. Cortez is here. Yay! And it's almost like I knew this was going to happen. Link to his channel is directly below us, so please go over, click, hit the subscribe, and then come right back. We will wait. Okay, welcome back.
The Pinskers have been awesome. They've been awesome. They've been coming through, especially on True Crime Mondays. It's been great.
Boom, boom. Instead, you can hire me for free. I will sing all of the true crime intros.
Oh yeah.
Just get some kazoos out and just record it. How much is a kazoo? Probably $30.
It's maybe $30 considering how that everything is expensive for no reason.
$100 for that kazoo made of plastic.
Grilled
Cortez,
cheese sandwich is like $40 right now. Like, doesn't make any sense.
That's why Tim is over there in Ireland picking out a castle to buy. He's been selling $800 sandwiches.
Right? Only the elite can have sandwiches.
Only the elite get bread. We're literally at the bread. But you came at just an opportune moment because I'm pretty sure I have a new candidate for the soundboard, which is not working.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Well, what the Of course that one works.
I'm talking to you.
Okay, can my air horn work?
Okay.
There we go. Jesus. Okay, here's the video. We have another explosion. Oh boy. Oh. For the record, I know you guys are all in suspense. Do not put pressurized containers in your garbage.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Oh. God damn!
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was not a good idea.
He barely got out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo.
I would want to quit.
Yo, I'm done. First of all, I'm done for the day. Second of all,
at least
I think I have PTSD and now I will be sitting at home rocking for the rest of my days. What the fuck, bro? You can't do this kind of stuff. What is wrong with y'all? You can't throw that away. I think they said it was an oxygen tank. Improperly discarded oxygen tank explodes inside Ohio garbage truck. What the fuck? You dumb ass. Jesus. This is not proper bin behavior. That is not the bin it belongs in. Oh my goodness. Improper bin usage. -5 points from Gryffindor. Oh. Jesus Christ. Dude's just trying to take out the garbage. Just trying to keep the city clean. Oh, if you think I'm cleaning up this shredded bullshit, oh no, go call the homeowner. Because I'm not doing that. Clean all this up.
No, I'm not. I'm really not going back to work tomorrow. That's just how it is.
Fucking shit. Thankless jobs.
I'm staying in the house. There's been a lot of people that complain. What's up, Joe Jack? There's been a lot of people that have complained about sanitation workers and the type of money that they make. And I'm like, this is why they make that much money. You don't want to do this. That's part of infrastructure. You don't want to do this.
Bro, what if there was like diapers right on top of all that shit and just
Look
got
at the
blasted? Just got blasted in the face with diapers.
Look at
like
the neighborhood.
days and like a week of diapers being blasted at you like a fucking t-shirt cannon.
Look at the neighborhood. I guarantee you there was diapers in there.
Oh, I see a bunch of paper plates.
Yeah, look at the neighborhood they're in.
Jeez.
You can't tell me there's not a bunch of babies in that neighborhood.
Good thing I threw away all of my extra Lego pieces. It's like anything could have been in there.
You know what? I need a sip of coffee to wash this down.
Fucking garbage cannon.
Horrible.
What the Hey, but shout out to the engineers who designed the fucking garbage truck, because you will notice the spray ejects in a manner that did save his life.
Yeah,
Like it hit the
definitely saved his
bottom
life.
and it like flies out. See that little 45-degree angle that shot it up?
Yeah.
Saved man's. So shout out to who was like, no, it needs to be there. Trust me. Trust me.
That little lip saved his life. Otherwise, he would have been splattered all over the ground.
Speaking of saving people's lives, we're in government shutdown day 28. For those of you keeping track at home, Trump's only, I think, one more week away from his last high record of 35. So far, he's decided to swindle $130 million for the families of soldiers. But we're going to get to that part later. The families of the soldiers are often on this little program called Oh, come on, you stupid work. Okay. Called Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So since we have a very international kind of audience, SNAP is EBT, is food stamps, is government cheese, is food assistance, welfare. It's all of those things. It's just called different things in different places. Like they like state eyes each like name of it. Like there's like Prairie Bucks or something like they all do their own different things. There's different companies, but it's all the same thing. It's this. And the point of this should be fairly obvious. It is in the country's best interest to not have people starving all the time. People are not always going to be starving. And what if they have children, right? Like that child's development will be hampered by not having proper nutrition. So why ruin a generation of kids just because their parents are poor? Let the kids eat, let their bodies grow. Maybe things will turn around economically for the family as a whole. Fine. Great program. So much so that a lot of people depend on this because, as I've previously stated, this place is one half casino, one half one half casino, one half prison, and you have to gamble to stay out of prison. Like that is this place. There isn't this great upward mobility thing. There was an upward movement, but it was just all of the capital and savings of the poor into the last grasping claws of Smaug, the billionaire dragon who just lives up in the clouds and steals all of our shit. But this is so ubiquitous with like normal life. Like this isn't just like some, downtrodden like people with the fucking gloves with no fingers and the fucking overcoat and like on the outside of a barrel. It's not like that. It is people who work at Walmart. 40% of Walmart employees receive SNAP assistance. So this is just, if you don't make a certain amount of money, here's this much money for food. And then you have to like prove that you're working or you're trying to work. And there's very, very, very low bar to cross.
A lot of them are kids whose parents are poor. But for example, a kid who's living with their mother, primarily, their father would be put on child support. Well, if the father doesn't make enough money on child support, they're only allowed to take a certain percentage out in most states. Because I mean, you can't just work to pay child support. You'd probably cease to exist at that point. And what will happen is he will pay his percentage, but the government, the state, will also add that percentage to the SNAP balance so that the mother can have food for the kid. Because if the dad's not making any money, like where are you going to get the money from? You know what I mean? Or vice versa, whoever it is. If the person on child support isn't making a lot of money, like if you're making $30,000 a year and you're on child support, it's probably going to be hard for you to, like, I don't know, finance your kid's life.
And it's been kind of destigmatized because it used to be like physical checks, you know what I mean? And that would be like at the grocery store, it'd be like a, an inconvenience.
They call them stamps.
And everybody knew it. Well, in the old time, yeah, it was like literally a stamp that would go on to like a card at the store or whatever, and you'd have to do this thing. But I mean, then they had like the WIC checks, women, infant, and children. And that's for like formula, fresh fruits and veggies,
Yep.
some grain, so like barley or rice or something like that.
Mostly rice or oatmeal.
Yeah, oatmeal's a good one. And they were like physically larger than like a regular checkbook check. Like they were like big. And then like they had to do this whole thing. So they got rid of that. And now it's on a debit card. Great. Better for the cashiers, better for the customers, better for everybody. Everyone hates it. Everyone hates it who is not like actually of that industry. And I'm going to talk a lot about grocery stores today. I have been in and around, let's see, 3, 6, so 14 years. 14 years I worked in grocery stores. In Chicagoland, in St. Louis, and then back in Chicagoland. I've been a cart pusher. I've been a department head. I've been assistant manager. That was the longest thing I did.
So you kind of done it all.
From entry level, like $7.35 an hour, which is what I was making in St. Louis, to the highest paid hourly person in my last store, in the district. So I have literally run the gamut on grocery stores. Grocery stores I know very well. So all of this SNAP stuff is kind of in my wheelhouse. The way that the conservatives, well, no, I'll just say MAGA, because conservatives have been subsumed by MAGA. They're part of it now. The problem with MAGA is they continually act on this old 1980s Ronald Reagan welfare queen. They have like this vision that all of this money, like tons of money, is going to go into black women, because black women are just sponges in the society and they just have to suck up all the money with all their badass kids just taking all. Yeah, that's not true at all.
Yeah, like this was debunked pretty soon after, everything with Reaganomics. And I mean, look how well that turned out. That whole era was just kind of funny because what's really trickling down is all of their problems. And I didn't think that's how trickle down economics was supposed to work.
Yeah, the system of welfare and food stamps and all that stuff was supplemental for women, like during wartime and stuff like this has been this is not a DEI thing. This is something that was intended for stay-at-home moms for when their husbands couldn't make it, and it just happened to help minorities for a long time. The minorities are not the largest recipients of SNAP benefits. It's white people. Like, white people are over half. I think I'm trying to find it now. I think it's something like 56%. And they're 65% of the population. So it's like, dude, this is a very strange kink that you guys have in trying to prove all of this. But these cuts that they're making, like, them not wanting to fix the health insurance, which is a whole nother debacle. They don't want to keep the subsidies in. So they're going to starve the people that voted for them, because they can't open up the House, because if they do, they have to swear in that lady. And if they swear in that lady, then the Epstein is going to come out. They said the soldiers' wives, they need to feed the babies. They got rent to pay. Here comes some random anonymous billionaire saying, I have $130 million. Here you go. Will that work? First of all, that would equate to $100 a person. What the fuck are they supposed to do with $100 instead of
at a grocery store? At a grocery store,
I have rent to pay. I can't be like, here's $100. This is all I have. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It sounds good on paper, right? You're like, $130 million, and then you're like, well, how much money of that is getting allocated to each group?
Well, I'm just saying, like, per person, like, even if you split it evenly, that is $100 a pop. What the fuck is that supposed to do towards their phone bill, which is $180? Like, what are you talking about? And I have donated 3,000 pennies to this. Like, shut the fuck up.
See, for me, it's the numbers, right? It's the numbers for me. When you run the numbers don't make sense. So it's like, regardless of whatever you really want to believe, the numbers are what you're going to judge this metric by, right? Right? Mm-hmm. So wait a minute. So you're telling me that the numbers point at this not being a good thing or working, and people are still like, oh no, it's really good for us. How? How? Who's it helping?
Well, the thing, like, this is all in service of the same deed. We just can't let them Epstein files out, no matter what. And if you guys don't stop asking about it, you're not going to eat, is what he's saying. So, I mean, again, so is this fear mongering about the radical left and Antifa and all that? You just took a Mama Bear's food card away. I'm just going to exit the chat and I will take my answer offline. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? They're going to go crazy.
They're already starting. So I had to go to the grocery store over this weekend. Because, well, I mean, eating out is really ridiculous right now. But I mean, at this point, yeah, it's kind of like either or. So anyway, I went to the grocery store. So I thought we're gonna make things work. I don't know if anybody in the chat is familiar with the store called Jewel. I mean, I guess it's similar to Schnucks or what's the other one they use in the South?
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly, and there's one other huge brand.
Sprouts. Diamond. I know the one you're thinking of, but it'll come. Publix.
Yeah, Publix. Yeah, that's the one. Publix, right? So it's really similar to those stores. And I went there, and dude, it was crazy. Now I live in a very red area. I'm not gonna tell everybody where, because I'm not doxing myself, but I live in a very red area, and I thought that I didn't know that these many people were in there. And so me, I'm nosy. I'm not even gonna act like I'm not. Dude, they were wiping out Jewel's shelves, spending as much money that they could on their cards because they thought that, it's going to get turned off. So we're just going to buy everything at once. And I'm like, man, and the workers, so Jewel is notorious for like not necessarily having all the staff that it needs. I'm sure you're well aware of that, but it's very notorious for not having all the staff that it needs. And all of the staff that were walking around were complaining about things being sold out, people hoarding stuff, buying everything, thinking, and I'm like, well, this is what happens when you tell everybody you're gonna take away their stuff. And I know that was just one store. Imagine some of the other ones. Imagine a Walmart in downtown, or not downtown Chicago, but in the Chicagoland area on the south side or the west side. Imagine what those Walmarts had to endure this weekend.
I found something here. Let me switch. Oh, there we go. So this is the
Oh.
I don't want all this bullshit on here. I hate this thing. I don't even want to view it in this. I hate you. I hate you.
He's like, I just want the document.
Yeah, I just want the annual report. So this is for the Food and Nutrition Assistance Landscape Fiscal Year 2024 Annual Report. Total federal spending on the USDA's food and nutrition assistance programs decreased by 16% from $168 billion in fiscal year 2023 to 142 billion in 2024. Adjusted for inflation, annual spending was 32% lower in 2021, the historic high, and similar spending in 2013, the pre-coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic high. So, like, this is not that much money.
No,
like,
it
at
isn't.
all. For an entire country, I went the wrong way. An entire country, like 340 million people. And this was full bellies, full fridges. And you want to just stop it for a month. What's he doing with the money? Because they don't do anything stupid without trying to profit from it. So what's being done with this held money, this frozen money? Spending on the supplemental nutrition assistance program totaled 99 billion. So right around 100 billion.
$99 billion.
Down 12% from 2023. The expiration of emergency allocations in 2023 and a 1% decline in participation to an average of 41.7 million people per month. And that's the other thing. It's temporary. It only lasts you for so long. And then you need
an eighth of our society.
Mm-hmm. And then you need to reapply and have another meeting and reassess what's going on and see if somebody can do something for you, so that it's not a continual thing. And
you introduced the metric here, and so I didn't know, because I didn't look at the numbers like this. So you're showing me something that I've never seen, but this is right here. You're telling me
this is from their website, yeah,
that an eighth of the society that we live in today in the United States is on supplemental nutritional assistance programs.
Most profitable country ever, right? Richest country ever, right?
We're not talking about a tenth. We're talking about an eighth. Not even 1 of 10. We're talking about, in most situations, significantly more than that.
When we were in lockdown and they did like the extra money for SNAP, we took 40 million kids out of poverty. For that year, we took 40 million kids were hungry until that money showed up.
It's an eighth of our population.
And then they looked, and then they were like, "Hey, should we do that again?" They're like, "Nah." Clearly, it works, motherfucker. Like, what are you talking about? Oh,
wow.
Okay, here we go. Participation in the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children (WIC) averaged 6.7 million women, infants, and children in 2024, and participating among all three groups increased. WIC spending totaled 7.2 billion, up 7%, reflecting increases in participation 2%, and food costs per participant 9%. So, I mean, the amount of money that people are being given is like it's like 7% and 2%, and then inflation was 9%. So it's like it is literally matching as tightly as possible. There is no, but they're saying this is where all of our fraud, waste, and abuse is, right? This is where all the money is.
Well, I mean, that money is almost
like they are spending it perfectly.
Yeah, it's almost a congruent way of spending money.
It's almost like they run through trillions of dollars a quarter, and then people still have money to eat with the next time. It's almost like it's the one part of this fucking government that can actually function. Fiscal year 2024 saw continued changes in food and nutrition assistance, including the end of the pandemic, electronic benefits transfer, issuance, and start of the summer electronic benefits, summer EBT. Okay. So there's a transition into one program to another one. Okay, what does it say? USDA Food Nutrition Assistance Program spending by program. So 70% went to SNAP, which is for everybody. 20% went to child nutrition, 5% for babies and mamas, and 4.6% for everything else. Like, can I have one of these for the Pentagon?
Do they not see this?
Can I see one of these charts for Kash Patel's FBI?
No,
Where they have everything lining up perfectly in this amazingly organized.
no.
It's
So
almost
you mentioned him.
like it took decades to get to this point just for some assholes to come in there. And like it is taken, I have been there since it's not the inception, but for a long fucking time, since I was 18, which was many years ago.
I mean, that's a long
It's
way away
so
from the government cheese
smoother.
program, isn't it?
It's so much smoother and better now. And most of the stigma is gone now. And now you want to like, and this hurts his own voters. Like it's such a good system that we had going in this country. And why are you fucking it up? Jesus.
And Kash Patel, like he's, that guy. He doesn't have any information. He doesn't have any information. Okay, that's pretty much his defense every time he talks to Congress. I don't have it. I never saw that.
He doesn't see or know anything. It's like, dude, then why are you here?
It's not
why you got the microphone then? If you literally don't know what we're talking about,
I can't tell you. It's redacted.
Every topic, you have no idea what we're talking about. It's like, what is going on?
Nope, redacted.
And it's so okay. I closed that window on accident. This one. Yes, quite right. Let me zoom in. Zoom. Holy shit. Okay. The the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, administers 16 domestic food and nutrition assistance programs that affect the lives of millions of people, according to the roughly 2/3 USDA's annual budget. Together, these programs totaled $142 billion.
$142 billion.
Then why did we just give fucking Argentina $40 billion fucking dollars? That is most of our fucking SNAP budget, bro.
Yep.
Where's the money, you guys asked? They just fucking gave it away. That's why
they gave a third of it to Argentina.
That's why they paused your shit, because they gave it away.
They gave a third to Argentina.
which is our, and now he's trying to bring in this fucking Argentine beef. Hey, if you're an Argentinian farmer or a cattle rancher, no smoke. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef with the cattle ranchers. It's not you. It's not your fault. You're just as much a pawn in all this as I am. But for someone to give away $40 billion fucking dollars in the middle of a government shutdown, when that is that is a good chunk of our entire year of SNAP. An entire year. And they throw around these numbers and all this stuff. No.
It's about 4.5 months of SNAP. If you guys don't understand, that's about 4.5 months of SNAP for everyone in the country.
Our military is $1 trillion. Our budget for the military was $1 trillion. Or no, ICE is almost at $1 trillion or something. Like all of these people are getting way too much money.
Well, ICE they're getting stupid bonuses and not being trained.
This is how much it is to feed all those people we talked about. $142 billion. But $40 billion to a foreign nation so that they can have nationalized health care, so that they can have free state colleges, so that their economy doesn't collapse like ours in this fucking AI crypto bubble. So when they keep throwing these fucking random numbers and it just doesn't really feel like anything, $142 billion feeds all poor Americans. So 142, just remember that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But fuck us. What do I know?
Numbers don't mean anything.
What do I know?
Who cares about numbers?
so they voted for they voted again to try to open up the government, and 13th failure.
Let me guess. Yeah, I was gonna say. Let me guess. They failed.
Yes. Yes.
You're never getting the government open again.
Not as long as those Epstein files are out there.
I just want to see my space
He's not
stuff.
going. No, we are not we got all them fucking cool shit from Mars, all them fucking samples we got, and it's in the canister, and they literally just have to get the money to launch the next mission, which will scoop it up and bring it back to Earth, so then we could see if there was life on Mars. Yeah, we ain't got it in the budget. It's gonna have to sit in a container.
Dude, we just had an interstellar object that defied all logic and anything previously contacted that we have ever seen. And we have nothing on it because NASA's shut down.
No, that guy's a bullshit artist. I saw him. You talking about the comment?
Man, I'm talking about him. I just want to see because I just want to see what it looked like.
Well, it's behind the sun, so we got to wait a day or so. And it's like
29.
He's like,
well, it's clearly some of the retro rockets that are slowing it.
It's like, bro.
No, I'm not worried about that. I just want to see what it looked like.
What type of motherfucking super advanced motherfucking spacecraft is out here using retro rockets? These motherfuckers just traverse the whole fucking thing. They're like, let me turn my
Interstellar.
My super beta drive fucking engine. Let me just reverse it. They're not gonna move like.
No, it's not gonna do that.
Motherfuckers love being on TV. They love being on TV.
Mars orbiter actually took pictures of it, and so did some of the stuff from the instruments they had on the ground. I just want to see what the Mars orbiter took pictures of. Like, I'm not thinking it's a spaceship or anything odd like that, but I do want to see what this object is. You know, they think it's some type of a weird comet.
It's gonna bust up. It's gonna get it's gonna get smacked with a little prominence from the sun, just a little whoop, and it's gonna bust into a million pieces, and we're gonna miss the whole fucking thing. This is what happens every time. It goes behind the sun, and the sun breaks everything.
Oh yeah, I mean the way that is what it's giving off. It's giving off nickel. So the sun's gonna bust that thing up nasty as soon as it gets too close to.
It's gonna look like Elon's Tesla out there with the battery going crazy.
Boom! Like it's gonna I want to see that type of stuff. Like everyone's thinking about alien stuff like that, but I just want to see stuff natural at work. It's kind of like if you're sitting there at like a pond or a lake and you're just watching stuff happen. I love seeing stuff like that, but because NASA shut down, amongst other things, I can't see none of that cool stuff. I don't have that type of telescope.
That's why I'm glad the Vera Rubin telescope is in Chile. And out of this administration's clause, it's independently funded, and it's been funded for I think the next 10 years at least. So it can run completely with a lot of American scientists, but it's not in the States, so the states don't control it. Oh, thank God. At least there's that.
I mean, that's one good thing to look forward to. I don't see an end to the shutdown anytime soon.
Well, they're gonna have to put the money back. Like that's like it's stupid.
That is never going to happen.
They have to. Or it stays shut down. You have to because as soon as Democrats cave in and they say fine, we'll do it. Everyone's health insurance is going to go from $500 to at least $1,400.
Yeah.
And then everyone's going to dive off of healthcare, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare. And it's either, and you got to remember, both sides of the aisle are paid by Big Pharma.
Yeah.
And by the insurance providers. So they're like, the fuck you mean we're not getting our subsidies?
Well, I mean, what's going to happen to Blue Cross?
All of them.
Like,
what are they going to do? What are they going to do when more than half of the people inside the injury pool are no longer there?
Yeah, I mean, or what about the people they have to actually pay out? Like if you have a policy that you're paying for, and let's say you're on Blue Cross, I'm going to assume that since it's one big company, that them not being able to receive that government money is going to cause problems.
Yeah, because that's how they've been getting themselves rich over the last decade or 3 decades. work at this place because I offer health insurance. Cool. Oh, wow. I just sprained my wrist and I went to go get a sling. Why was it $3,000, but then I only had to pay $20? Like, why was it $3,000? It's just a splint for my wrist. Oh, don't worry about it. We covered it. Why are you covering so much? Why it costs so much? This has been the hustle. Every fucking inflated fucking price that you've paid at a hospital has been in service of I need to charge more money so I can get more of these healthcare subsidies. I don't think we need health insurance. Universal healthcare, Medicare
Universal
for all.
healthcare would actually stop a lot of problems, I would believe.
Yes.
And I purpose. So I'll tell you, I'm gonna be honest. I've gone through rough times in my life. I've been on both. I've been on supplemental health care, and I've also been paying out of pocket. And let me tell you, it's about the same. I didn't get any preferential treatment because I was paying out of pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't get any. I spent the last few years paying out of pocket. And I haven't really seen a benefit, to be honest. Like anything, like they always say, well, what was that? The Bernie Sanders generation that was talking about, oh, I like to be able to pick this and pick that and pay for this and pay for that. But if it's all the same, then we're just getting robbed.
It's a scam. It's always been a scam. And now the scammers have gotten too scamly. So I think we should just end the scam. Like, let the scam stop.
There's got to be a study out there that says how much money is being made off of that.
Oh, look at their profits. There you go. It's right there. It's they're worth billions and billions of dollars, and now they're firing everybody. And that's y'all forgot about that part of the treachery. Of course, they're going to eliminate all of you underlings. That's what AI is for, stupid.
Yeah.
It's to replace
AI.
you, dumbass.
Give me 1 second. This puppy is puppying.
Puppy. I think I got a clip. Where's my girl? My girl who was so upset. Let's see. Here she go.
Gotta love the pups, but the pups are wild.
November, what will happen? Well, it's possible we'll see another January 6th type situation with the same cast of characters. Because according to Social Explorer, nearly 79% of SNAP recipients by county in 2024 favored Donald Trump.
Republicans, what are you thinking? You have to live near these people. What are you use your brain, man. Save yourself. What are you doing?
And here is the racial breakdown by percentage of who.
White 37, black 26, Hispanic 16, Asian 3, Native American 2, race unknown, approximately 16. Unknown 16. Somebody capping.
Who is receiving SNAP benefits in this country, and as you can see, it is majority white by a large percentage. So if there are riots in November, who will it be?
Maybe y'all listen when she says it, but I'm just looking at the tea leaves over here, and I notice that you're not going to be able to trick these people forever. They're going to notice that they're hungry, and you just sent an entire region's worth of SNAP benefits to a foreign country because they need it.
So you're telling me that his voting base is the people who are most affected by this?
Correct.
So that doesn't usually do very good for anyone that got voted in by some people.
And the funny thing is, some states have, especially since COVID, have set up these funds so that if there is some sort of lack of money coming in, there's a little pocket of cash that they can rely on to keep everybody going for a little bit. Switch to the other side of the register. What are all these shops supposed to do once? And I can say, without naming the stores, I can say that some of the more affluent stores, even though everyone's got, a Tesla and wearing Lululemon and all this shit, even though these people are very affluent, I was the bookkeeper. So we probably still had like 15 to 21,000 in EBT and SNAP funding and stuff like that. And for some of the smaller stores, it would be, especially in lower income areas, it's closer to 30 to 80K a day that they're no longer going to receive.
That's going to devastate their numbers, their financials.
Yes.
That's a lot of money at a grocery
store. And grocery stores are markets. You're as a grocer, not like a Walmart, but like a grocery store, your margins are not great on most of your shit. Like, you make most of your money on like the hot food and stuff like that, but stuff on the shelf, you don't really get too much of a better deal than the guy down the street. So you got to do all these little promotions, and that's how you kind of like sustain the business. On top of all of the SNAP benefits recipients, their weekly shopping, like I know that money is coming in, and if it doesn't, these stores are going to be every day a store could easily bleed 50 grand, which is definitely more than payroll for the week. So they're going to be losing big dripping chunks of income from this.
Yeah, they are.
Big chunks. Because all that money has to go to a store. And I'm sure Walmart, who was sitting up there on the fucking inauguration stage with him, I'm sure he's pleased as punch that now his toes are going to get stepped on.
I would hazard a guess that there are some stores that are pulling in over 75,000 per day in those benefits.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That's kind of the point, right? It's a good idea to have a grocery store, especially in like a lower income area, when you know you're going to have this guaranteed money coming in. And yeah, you have to do a couple extra steps. In the past, you'd have to do a couple extra steps, like for those WIC checks and stuff like that. But you got to sell formula, and I could stock the formula, charge the normal price, and that's easy sales. That's how you clear your margins. That's how you sustain a multiple store, multiple state business.
Let me ask you a question.
You do good on the little things. Yeah.
In a decently sized 50-50 area, which you would be familiar with, you've worked everywhere, in the past. What do you think would be the breakdown of benefits coming in versus money being spent in let's just say a ultra middle class suburb?
So most of the people, well, yeah, I'd say most of the people who have any kind of SNAP assistance or EBT assistance also work.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of part of it. Like, you either need to have a job or be looking for a job. Like, that's part of getting that assistance. So they will, strawberries, bananas, oranges, potatoes, all that stuff. And then they'll get like some Doritos, a 2-liter, and then all the rest is like normal stuff. So when people see that order and they're like, look at all these snacks, look at all these Doritos, and look at all the... No, I use the EBT because I don't make shit for my employer. It wipes out all of the fresh fruit, all the healthy stuff I get for free. And then out of my little paltry sum of money, they get like $15, $20 worth of stuff on their own. And then people say, look thousands of dollars spent on my dime. And it's just like, that's not how it works.
So this is not all Cheetos and steaks.
And bro, if people think, see, this is the problem with people these days. They don't fucking cook. That's the problem. You don't cook. If you cooked, you wouldn't say stupid shit all the time. Like, you wouldn't say, oh, look, he's over there. Look at that steak he's got over there. It's like, that flank steak that is tough as fucking leather that he's going to have to marinate and do this and that too just to make it edible.
Look at what type of steak it is. This is not a T-bone.
And then, I mean, especially like during even during the pandemic, I could fucking get two, what would I get for my wife? I could get two filet mignons, $7.99 each. Bag of potatoes, or sweet potatoes, and make mashed sweet potatoes, frozen broccoli that you can do in the microwave. That's like $20. Like, people have these fucking ideas in their head that a steak is $60. No, dumbass. That's what you pay for it at the restaurant. Meat is like $5.99 to $9.99 a pound. And if you get one that's under a pound, guess what? It's less than $9.99. It's less than fucking McDonald's, dude. It's cheaper to eat steak if you cook it yourself. You would know that if you fucking cooked.
I don't think they even sell 60-pound steaks at Walmart.
When will governments release that those on low, oh my God, I can't read today. Low to middle incomes actually spend their money in local economies. The wealthy is just fucking hoard money offshore. Exactly. Just like those fucking stimulus checks that just went straight to Amazon.
What I was gonna say, what happened to the stimulus checks? Because
I'm waiting on my Doge. I'm waiting on my Doge check. I got promised. Somebody promised me.
You know
I
what?
would be
I'm
singing
pettier than
another
you.
tune.
No, I'm pettier than you. Vito, where's my check?
You'll be singing another tune. You get that $5,000 Doge.
Where's my check?
This boy just spent $40 billion to Argentina. The check ain't coming, y'all. The check ain't coming.
What? You know what? I'm gonna crash out. Look, I'm gonna say this once and for all. I pay my taxes. I make sure that all my bills are paid, and they take out my stuff out of my check. I pay more taxes when I go to the gas pump, when I'm in the grocery line, and when I buy clothes. I'm paying all these taxes on everything, including streaming services, and even this that we're doing right now. I'm paying taxes on everything. So if the government told me that I was going to get a check, then I want my fucking check. I'm sorry. I pay for all the stuff that they do. I didn't want to bomb anybody, yet they're over there blowing people up in the ocean again. And that's where the money is going. I just want new shoes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Argentina needs their money too. Oh, shit.
That's all I want. And you're mad at me because I'm going to say that if the government's going to give me a check, then I want it. Guess what? I didn't get a check. I'm still waiting on it. You told everybody, well, yeah, so those Doge checks come out because they're saving everybody money. All you did was fire your enemies. And it's pretty obvious. Look at the people that they're going after right now. You're using the government for that.
And the referees. They had to fire the referees too.
Fire the referees too, because the referees knew about it. Tomorrow on my show, I have a catastrophic breakdown of what happened in some of these games and how it makes no sense as to how no one said anything about it. The only thing that does make sense is everybody's in on it, and guess where all this money's coming from? Their billionaire friends. And guess who are the people who donated the most money to this campaign? Those people.
They were on
Where's
stage.
my check yet?
They were on stage with him at the inauguration. They're not hiding anymore. And then they all watch homie sig high, and they were like, "What?" I think I was in the bathroom. I didn't see it directly. Oh, here's it. Okay. I have a clip of it playing on my phone. Is that Elon? I don't know. Is that him? I don't know.
No, he was. He was just waving at somebody.
Back to the action.
Military plane went down in an Oklahoma field, and that moment was caught on dash camera. Megan Mosley from our
Bro, I'm gonna need ICE to get their fucking shit together. What is going on right now?
They're
sister
not
station in
trained.
Oklahoma
Bro, they found
They're
a
not
plane.
trained.
City
They
spoke
found a
to the
plane.
driver who got that video, and let me tell you, it is a dramatic scene.
It was a drive that turned dramatic Thursday afternoon.
I was just driving down the road, and then out of
Oh my
nowhere,
fucking
like, right above
god!
a tree.
Oh my fucking god!
You saw that too, right?
Oh my fucking god!
No way.
Oh my
It was a
fucking
drive
god.
that turned dramatic.
Brother, get your fucking plane off of me, bro. Damn, am I playing Battlefield 4?
It wasn't supposed to
God,
be
why are
there.
you fucking ramming me with your fucking it's Battlefield 1? That was World War II, I think.
Dramatic Thursday
World War I.
afternoon.
Look at this.
I was
Oh, here it is. Oh, you can just see it off screen. Holy shit. Oh, Sarah.
Don't do this, Sarah.
Sarah, you're better than this. Sarah, you promised.
I come back and everybody just starts acting up today, huh?
Fucking Tom Cruise, go. Oh. Yo.
I like a
Why are-
GTA NPC driving.
This is Grand Theft Auto as shit. I've been
Yeah.
watching people play that fucking game. That game is hilarious. I'm not interested.
I still play. It's so funny. Especially, it's just funny. Like, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
It's a Harrison
absurd.
Ford. That's my pet snake, Reggie. I got Reggie in the back. Yo, Reggie, tell him to pull up, dog. Jesus.
just driving down the road, and then
Oh my.
out of nowhere,
Yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto. It happens all the time.
Oh my god.
like
Nah.
right above a tree.
Oh.
I was looking, and I saw the plane. I was like, that plane looks really low.
An air
He's like, it's about family. Fucking right
Right?
over his fucking head. What are
Air
y'all
Force Sky Raider 2
doing?
aircraft crashed near Southeast 190.
The snitch plane.
Look at there's a
See?
stop sign. You see, look at the stop sign.
He ate the stop sign.
Remarkably intact.
and Sooner Road.
As soon as we arrived on scene, it was refreshing to see the two pilots that were on board tell us that everybody was okay.
This was the scene KOCO first brought to you on Thursday.
Who just said they got hit with a blue shell? Don't say that no more.
Out of Will Rogers, from what I'm hearing, it's not part of the Oklahoma Air National Guard, so that is that's some good news.
Matthews Tesla captured the plane
It's not.
before it crashed
Where's
into
it
a
from?
nearby
Hold on.
field.
Oh my
Kept
god.
coming.
Hold on.
I was like, that.
Did they just say they didn't know where it was from?
They're gonna tell us where it's from.
Everyone knows where every plane is from.
No. They don't
Come
have
on.
to tell you where the military planes are from.
You know, they're not going to tell us, but we know that it belongs to them.
It's probably Texas. Probably Texas. I mean, this is in Oklahoma, so I don't think it was like New York or some shit.
No, I'm very fond of Oklahoma, as you are well aware of. But
Sweeping off the plane.
Bro's like, I bet you, here's what happened. I guarantee you some asshole, let me think of a car, in an Altima. some
always an
asshole,
Ultima.
some asshole or a Maxima. Oh, they're the worst. Driving like an asshole, fucking cut him off. He's like, I'm gonna make sure my dash came out. And then he gets cut off by a fucking plane at 180 fucking thousand miles an hour.
Dash cam
I want to
on.
see. He said that
Matthews
the
Tesla
tires hit
captured
on the
plane
ground right in front
before
of
it
him.
crashed into a nearby field.
Kept coming.
Oh, come
I was like,
on! You
right above,
here we go.
and then
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here
out
it
of
comes.
nowhere, like right
Oh, brother!
above
What
a tree.
happened?
I was looking, and I saw the plane. I was like, that plane looks really low.
An Air Force Sky Raider 2
Like, get out of there. They like took down, like, I think it was
It was
power
from the
lines or
sky.
something. So there was a lot of like fire everywhere. So I thought like the plane had like blown up. And so I call my mom, like, hey, I don't know, like, what.
Hey, mom. Hey,
Mom.
hey. All right, Tez, what is you're calling your mom and telling her what just happened. What are you telling your mom?
Hey, mom.
Wait, you fucking boomer. We're boomers because we do this. Because
We are?
everyone does this now.
This looks like I'm smacking myself in the face.
But they don't know what this is. They've never had these
okay.
phones. So we're
Hold
old
on.
people. Like we're old.
I got
Anyway,
you.
go
I got
ahead.
you.
Crank.
Mom, look. I was just driving. Yes, I'm driving with my phone in my hand. You know that's illegal, but whatever. We ride dirty. This plane, it almost hit me. What happened next? Look, I ain't going back there because if a plane is falling out the sky, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be anywhere close to it when people get there. Well, go help them. Nah, they good. Ain't nothing I can do.
There's currently lightning bolts coming out of the plane, so I'm just gonna take a step back. There's an electrical fire in progress.
What kind of plane did it look like? It was green. You know what that means? It was a green plane. I'm definitely getting about the way.
He describes it as something you'd see out of a movie.
I quit. Bro, I'm logging out. Like, what is this?
I'm not an extra in Red Tails. I'm getting out of here.
Like, would you gun it? I would have probably gunned it.
I would have.
Wait, is he in a truck or SUV? I think he's in a truck. No, I would have stopped.
No, if he's a truck, you gotta stop.
You gotta stop. He ain't clean.
You're not gonna clear that.
You ain't gapping that.
The only other thing you could do is like you might be able to hit the brakes, but like they're gonna hit you either way if you hit the brakes.
He went left, which was the right call. He broke.
Yeah, definitely was the right move.
And every single person was like, that's AI. Like, that's Sora, that's AI. Like, that's not real. I'm like, dude, that is my dash cam. Like, that just happened.
The Air Force Special Operation Command tells me the cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Well, let's take a look at that plane.
Yeah, I'm not going over there.
So I'm guessing the wings are snapped from hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Landing gear is sheared.
Mm-hmm.
One prop is bent. I'm guessing that's the one that hit the pole.
Mm-hmm.
The other one probably snapped when it hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Its flaps are straight, but maybe they lost mechanical, or they probably lost what's it called? Pneumatic pressure. Because I'm imagining that there's fluid everywhere.
It's got to be. There's got to be for that type of malfunction. There's got to be.
It's almost like you didn't have power. It's like, dude, if you have power, just get up. Like you wouldn't fly that low on purpose. Like it's got to be something engine or electrical. Because and when he came across the street, he had both wings.
He was probably hoping that he could
get that field.
Yeah, like if you because to be honest, if you could land on the concrete at the right angle, it could actually just push you straight instead of bouncing. You know what I mean? You don't want to bounce because when you bounce, you catch some lift.
Oh,
Sarah!
Oh my! Sarah is a mess.
Yeah, Sarah, what happened? What's up with you today?
Dodgy flaps, Muttley.
Muttley. Everybody's on worst behavior. They said the government don't want to work, so we ain't got to either.
This is what y'all launching spy planes for anyway, especially since you don't know how to fly apparently. I woke up at like 10 a.m. today, running on fumes, and someone else had a 10 a.m. appointment today. Oh, Mr. Iceman.
We're showing you
Judge Ellis will see you.
From Roseanne. Tay has her camera outside of the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. Let's see if we could take a little closer look.
She said you wasn't here last week because you went back to D.C. Don't worry about it. I got you next Monday. Don't worry about it.
Probably looks like ICE agents actually are there. And there's Gregory Rufino that we're seeing in the corner of the camera.
Do we have sound?
Yeah, do we got sound? What the fuck? Thank you.
So we don't want to take the audio full because we're worried about swear words. It looks like, there might be some protesters who are approaching.
Man,
the
we
ICE
adults.
as they're escorted in.
Motherfucking Nazis marching in the street. You worried about curse words.
Yeah, we have been waiting for him
Grow
to
up.
make his way in. We weren't sure if he was going to go in through the front door or the back door of the federal court there. As you can see, definitely some protesters making their presence felt as Gregory Bravino did make his way inside the courthouse there. Again, we don't want to bring you the volume here just because we don't want to worried about some swear words there. We do have Anita Blanton there. We also have Roseanne there. We will get a chance to speak with them.
Like, he's going to court because he's unconstitutionally detaining people in our city. And you're worried about bad words?
Dude, they tear gassed CPD.
Chicago Police Department.
They tear gassed law enforcement. Do you know what happens to people who tear gas law enforcement?
Oh, he about to find out. Because I'm pretty sure they had a couple of more incidents over the weekend.
They had a couple fights.
After she said, don't do nothing else or your ass is going to be up here in front of me.
As soon as we can this morning. Actually, let's check in with Anita Blanton right now, who is live at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. Anita?
Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't
Play
move the
stupid
camera
games.
at the moment. It would be against the law for us to move the camera at the moment. But we do have the understanding that Gregory Bavino, Commander Gregory Bavino, is entering the courthouse as we speak. In fact, I can see him with my own eyes to my right-hand side, and there are several agents who he's being escorted by, many of them that have helmets on. They are going through another entrance. It's on the back side of the building, or this is actually the front side, but the back side for me. They've already passed by here. So we had about 5 agents that were with him that were all fully decked out, again, possibly because of the protesters that they were anticipating. Of course, let me kind of run you through why we're here today, and if we see them, I'll scoot out of the...
Bro, you go into court. Ain't nobody finna touch you. You go talk to that judge. Ain't nobody finna like that's the crazy thing. Like the framing of all this is like,
Oh, thank God I was being protected
from the weak liberals who are all trans and queer, weakling beta. Like, you gotta pick one. Either everybody on the left is dangerous or everyone on the left is queer and not a threat. Like, you got to pick one. You got to pick one of them. You can't have them both. So you can't terrorize a city because it's lawless and because you feel like there's all these criminals here and then have to go to court because you the criminal. You the one that's in court, not them.
I do find it kind of weird that that on their uniforms they're wearing things that say police, but none of them have identification, and they don't have to show you who they are. Like, that's kind of a problem because if the municipal and city police, the state police, who usually regulates this kind of stuff, by the way, if the state police and the municipal police are not operating together, because that's what happens, the communities operate together. I forget which act that was, but it's no longer a thing that you can run from town to town and they can't get you for what you've done. You know what I mean? They operate together now. But ICE operating independently. Yes, the SAFE Act. They're operating independently of other police agencies, but they're wearing police on there, and that's really confusing to a civilian. I'm going to tell you straight up, that is really confusing to a civilian for you to say police and they not be able to ask you for help, because that's usually what the police are there for. That's what they were intended for, if we are to believe what's written, right? So here's my conundrum. Well, with the ICE being ICE the way that they are, in the public's perception of the police as it is right now, which side do you cheer for? Because they suck and they suck too, but they suck a little bit more because not only are they not trained, these guys, like, I watched an ICE arrest the other day, and everything about it was like, this is not how you arrest someone. This is how you abduct someone. This is not how you arrest someone. Arrests are like, there's a procedure for arrests in the country. There's a procedure for, like, we're not saying that there aren't laws that prevent people from getting picked up. What I'm saying is that when you break a law, there is a procedure that they have to go to arrest you. And ICE is shirking all of that.
Yep.
That's where the problem is. The problem is not that, oh, we're upholding the law. The problem is you're not following any rules to uphold the law.
ICE has already been in operation in Chicago since its inception. But the ICE agents follow the law.
It's never done this, though. We've always seen ICE in Chicago. We've always seen ICE in Chicago.
There were ICE raids all the time. But they actually grabbed, like, they were going after gang members, and they were getting, like, cartel members that weren't supposed to be here. But then they, you know, the street vendor, okay, he's got a court case coming up. We ain't worried about him right now. He's not the problem. He'll be a citizen by the time we actually get him through all of his bullshit. He'll be a citizen by then. So what's the point?
That's literally been happening. There are people who were picked up, and I know them. There are people who were picked up that were already in the citizenship process, and they were held for 3 months. 45 days into them being held, their citizenship was granted, and no one could find them. Everyone was looking for this person. I'm not going to put their name out there, but I'm telling you, I know them personally. And everyone was looking for them. We all thought, what happened to this person? Sure enough, they got picked up in the middle of the night by ICE for randomly, and they weren't committing any crimes. They had nothing against them. So I'm just saying, there's a way to go about doing this, and they're not doing it. They're not following any rules, and that's why they're in court today.
View here, I can see several people who are running outside right now. But of course, we are here because of the initial order on October 9th by Judge Sarah Ellis, who we will hear from today, who gave the order against excessive force, including the use of chemical munitions by federal agents here. There's a U.S. Marshal behind me. Again, several.
Oh, so she told you don't pepperball nobody else. Oh, y'all definitely pepperballed. So, okay.
Yeah. Things that are happening. About a week after that initial ruling, there were still incidents that were taken.
Hey, yo, they still, the Chicago PD still owns that black site on the west side. They're not allowed to use it no more, but they still own it. Hey, y'all ICE agents better be careful. It's a black site over here, and that's CPD. They ain't got to tell nobody nothing. And you tear gassed them? Y'all better be on y'all P's and Q's for you end up in Cook County. In Crook. You be in the Crook, boy.
Taking place. That initial ruling came from incidents that were happening at the Broadview ICE facility that we have been at probably every Friday since the beginning of September. So after that, about a week later, from October 9th, about a week later.
Diz in the chat, hi Diz. The money flump, I love that flump. Got from his billionaire mate is to pay ICE, not the military, I reckon. ICE is still paid.
Yeah, they have their money and their $50,000 bonuses.
Yeah, they're fine. ICE,
what they don't have is training.
Well, they don't have time for that.
Later, we started to see that
there's
there were
an
still
invasion.
some incidents that were happening, and they were called back in at that point in time. And this restraining order was then expanded, not only from tear gas and excessive force, but to say that these agents needed to wear body cameras as well when they were in the process of trying to.
You got spanked, and she put a collar on you. See, she don't play that.
Apprehend people.
What are they going to do?
So let me take you to.
Like it's starting to get cold in Chicago.
No, they're gonna love. Hey, these Texas boys are gonna love it. Have y'all met Wendy? Y'all gonna love Wendy.
You ever walked downtown in the winter? I know you have, because I've done it with you. You know, we weren't frolicking, but we were walking downtown. You remember the wind? How that felt? And it was a normal day in Chicago.
And that wasn't even right up on the lake.
No, we wasn't even right on the lake. And we literally saw a lady get blown into the street. I'll never forget. I thought she was going to get hit. We saw a lady get blown into the street by the wind.
Come around them skyscrapers. You come around one of them towers.
Dude, I was walking by the Hancock, and like there's like that swirl that's above in that little area. So I was walking around the Hancock one day, and I'm talking about, I felt like somebody punched me in the face, bro. That's how hard the wind hit me that day. Wind.
Smack, smack, smacking somebody today. Smack, smack, smacking somebody today. The wind is brutal here.
I wanted to get back in the car and go back to the burbs. I was like, I'm done. I just got B slapped. You know what I'm saying?
They got it all figured out. They gonna have puffy coats and shit. This shit's gonna be so funny. I love when people experience their first Chicago winter because they all have the same reaction. How the fuck do you guys live here? Is what they all say. And it's gonna be interesting. Even these people that are in at the Joliet National Guard base, there's like some ICE troops down there. Oh, buddy, I see y'all out there throwing the football, doing push-ups, running around outside. Oh, all that shit is gonna come to a
y'all
quick
got 2 weeks.
Sudden. Yeah,
that
shit will be
1 week maximum.
That shit'll dry up real fast because it is going to get brutal out here.
To the video that is the result of why we are here today. So over the weekend, you could clearly see in the video Gregory Bavino here allegedly tossing out some chemical munitions into a crowd.
You in trouble.
You see, I don't talk out the back of my, backside. Can you play that?
That's a real shame.
Damn, I hope nobody plays that in court.
Weekend, you could clearly see in the video Gregory Bavino here allegedly tossing out some chemical munitions into a crowd of protesters there. This was in Little Village. Again, U.S. Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bavino there. But people say there were about 4 different incidents just in the last week that happened, all with tear gas. Now, that ruling initially said that these...
If you look, he has 16 fingers, so that's AI. It's not a real video.
The cornholing.
Yeah, they're playing bags. They're just playing bags in the beer garden. Just playing bags.
Agents have to use at least several warnings before the tear gas is deployed. And Gregory Bavino says that he was hit with a rock over the weekend.
Why did he tell anybody else that? You take that shit to your grave. Don't tell nobody you got hit with a rock.
Bro, no.
Like, nah, I fell. What the fuck?
No.
He said, everybody getting tear gas. Who threw that? Oh, shit.
Talk about overreaction. It's Tuesday now. It's Tuesday. Overreaction.
That rock rolled up and hit his shoe. He's like, fuck it. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this abuse.
Why'd you throw tear gas into the crowd? I got hit with a rock.
I was hit with a rock.
While you're wearing Kevlar.
You need to put on a face mask and a helmet like the rest of these fucking
ruling initially said that these agents have to use at least several warnings before the tear gas is deployed. And Gregory Bavino says that he was hit with a rock over the weekend, and that's why he deployed that canister into the area where those protests.
Oh my God, bro! No. Oh man.
What would he do if somebody actually went in there with like a handful of rocks and hit like all these, like, you just nuke the city? Like, what are you gonna do when someone has, like, I don't know, marbles and they roll them out on the floor in front of you? Like, what are you supposed? He's like, oh shit, calling the tactical strike. Like,
oh man,
pulling the rods from God.
What
testers were, but there was also The incident in Old Irving Park Road and that neighborhood there where people said they were.
Where your neighborhood at so we can go fucking wait to get hit with a rock and we can just tear gas the whole fucking block.
Just taking their kids to a Halloween parade, and that they were then subjected to chemical munitions that were deployed in that area. There was also several incidents, like I mentioned, at Broadview.
He said, "Oh no, no rocks in my vicinity."
There will never be another rock.
That was there on the southeast side where there was a car chase.
You're gonna rock me? You know who I am.
You know who I am. You know what rocks my face.
A pit maneuver used, and then when people came out of their homes to find out what was going on, federal agents say that they.
Oh, and that was the other thing that she said. I don't know if they're going to cover it in this story. These little ignorant motherfuckers with their no training ass are literally treating this bitch like GTA, and they're just like getting into like high speed pursuits in unmarked fucking cars. So they're just intimidating people, and people are like running away from them because there's masked men hunting them down on the road, and they're like, why is he like following me? Oh my, I can't get away. And then they're just like ramming people.
Unidentified masked men.
Right.
Unidentified masked men. In the videos, so I played a little bit of this excerpt of what they did over in Little Village last week, and what I saw was horrific. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with police rules, but almost all 50 states, the police cannot chase you. They can't chase you because typically a police chase causes more harm to the public than, I don't know, a real investigation. You know, so they're not supposed to chase people.
I think that's a second leading cop killer aside from cops just being on the side of the road and getting like pulling people over on the highway, and then the car gets hit and then they get fucking creamed by the car. Like that's mostly how cops die. It's not gang shootouts. It is drunk motherfuckers ramming them when they're fucking pulling people over, and them risking them lives in these fucking police chases, thinking that I have a cop car, it's gonna protect me. Bitch, you are a human. The car will survive. Bitch, you are a bag of salt. You are a bag of salt water that thinks. You cannot survive a car crash. Right.
This is the problem with this, right? So if you go to these streets that they're on, these are very narrow streets. Like it says two-way, but to be honest, it's more like one-way. Find a spot to like park on the side real quick, let them pass, and then you go through. You guys are basically playing chicken, going up and down these streets together. You know, on both sides. That's why we have so many one-way streets. Well, they don't abide by the one-way street laws. They're not doing it, which means that they can head-on collision somebody. And then number two, they're literally playing NASCAR on public roads with people's vehicles. A car's driving, you know, they don't identify themselves because why would I let myself get pulled over by a Kia? Right. You know, why would I let myself get pulled over by a Kia van? You know what I'm saying? Like,
like I'm not pulling over for the fucking town and country. Are you fucking crazy?
No.
This is a carjacking. I'm not dumb.
Exactly. So they're literally pit maneuvering cars into people's stuff. Other cars, buildings, people on the street. People are getting dragged. You know, this is disgusting. This is
the Proud Boys.
Lots of money for this.
This is the Proud Boys. Everybody's wondering where they've been, why they've been so quiet. This is them. This is them. They got stand back and stand by. They got fucking federal funding is what they got. These are little hate-filled little racist bitches. These are not federal officers. These are not. They've gone through no screening. They're all fucking hooked on fucking drugs and alcohol. Every fucking time they get a fucking weekend off, they go into town, get drunk, and get into fist fights and shit like that. These are pieces of shit. Pieces of shit. That's why they're fucking doing this mask bullshit, because they can't fucking make it in society any other way.
There was
Trump had to invent a use for these drunken, rage-filled, mediocre white boys. Whatever shall I do with a big stack of them? I know, I'll put them in neighborhoods and terrorize people, because that is literally all they know how to do.
Half of them couldn't get into the military.
Half of them can't fucking do 15 push-ups, apparently. The 15 push-ups, 30 sit-ups in a minute,
they couldn't
32% couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it. On top of that, you have both a Department of War head and an FBI chief. Neither one of them served in these areas before. I don't understand, dude. So you mean to tell me that I've been doing all of this and putting resumes out for all these years, and then I just didn't need to because apparently to have a high qualifying position, I don't need to be qualified or have any experience.
No. But that's always been the case. We've been running on the myth of meritocracy. We improved and increased our merits. We upgraded ourselves over time, and now we are at the end of the yellow brick road, and it was all fake. Just kidding. I just pick my friends.
So let's just say what it really is. If you don't have the right friends, then you probably are going to struggle.
Yep.
Because they have the money.
Oh.
And they're the ones that are controlling everybody else's money, apparently. So if you can find $50,000 bonus to give to these guys with no training, why can't?
Oh,
never mind. This is a rabbit hole that will piss me off.
I think I remember now. It was they wanted 150,000 ICE agents with $50,000 signing bonus, 5260. But we'll just say 50 for easy math. It's $7.5 billion. Remember again, $142 billion to feed everyone.
So add that to the money that went to Argentina. How much we at?
Oh, we're well past the money to feed everybody.
All right, just making sure. Making sure.
I just got a thingy on my phone. Hurricane Melissa has made landfall in Jamaica as a Category 5 with 185 mile an hour winds, making it the most powerful Atlantic storm on record.
Mm-hmm.
This footage was from, I think, yesterday. This is inside the eye. They have a storm plane that's built for fucking turbulence, and they got cameras all over that bitch. So they flew it in, and this is some of the footage.
Enormous. Montego Bay was already abandoned yesterday.
What's that?
Yesterday, they started trying to evacuate or shelter in place in Montego Bay. And let me tell you guys something. You know, I'm Jamaican. You guys are, aware of that. I've talked about it for years now on this show, as well as my own. And I'm just going to tell you guys, just be prepared. There's nothing that they can do. Most of them live in shanty towns. It's not the biggest island, and they're going to get hit really hard today. And there's not too much more that we can say other than this is going to be devastating, and everyone just be ready for it. And instead of blowing stuff up, we should probably be getting ready to help them.
That is exactly what I was going to say. Democrats, if you're not fucking useless, get something together as far as an aid package for the people who are affected by this.
Alaska's a mess right now too.
Yeah, from the typhoon.
They're underwater in Alaska, and Japan's getting hit tomorrow. Dude, this is a mess right now.
Get help packages up. You need to remind Americans that they have a heart, right? You need to remind people this is what we're supposed to be doing, not this crypto me first and the gimmies bullshit that they're trying to run right now.
Zero, Billy. Zero that I've been aware of, and I've been monitoring it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to say it in here, but they were saying, Badger, they were saying that they actually had to bail because the storm fucked the plane up a bit. So they're like, all right, we got to bail.
Dude, look at the scale of the eye. This is massive.
Yeah. Like a plane is flying over it and not like it is miles and miles across. Let's scoot up a little bit here.
Sweet.
Sheesh.
Wow. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It's making landfall intact.
Holy fuck.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Jeez, man.
That's the type of stuff that hurts.
In recorded history, with maximum sustained winds of 180 miles per hour. Weather forecasters are warning of life-threatening storm surges, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica says there's, quote, no infrastructure in the region that can withstand a Category 5 storm.
No,
CBS
there
News
isn't.
correspondent
There
Jason
isn't.
Allen is joining me live now from Kingston, Jamaica, to talk more about this. Jason, so describe.
They need to get a flotilla together now.
There's not like these people are all going to die.
They need
Like,
a flotilla now.
80% of Jamaica is literally shanty town. They're all going to die, man. And there's nothing that anybody's going to be able to do because they're worried about dumb stuff instead of helping people.
Describe the conditions that have changed over the course of the last few hours since you first appeared on CBS News 24/7.
Yeah, good morning, Vlad. You know, conditions are changing really hour to hour right now. When we got up this morning, heavy winds, strong rain, and you can see right now we don't even have the hoods up because we don't need it. The rain has stopped. You can even see the mountains here in the background where they surround Kingston. So we're getting a little bit of a break in the rain. The strongest bands have moved through on the outer bands. Now the question is, depending on exactly the direction that the storm takes, which is still about 100 miles or so off to our southwest, you know, how much of those strong bands immediately around the center of the storm roll into Kingston and how much of that rain really falls in the mountains. That's what we'll be watching for over the next several hours.
So, Jason, what kind of preparations are people making when the Prime Minister of Jamaica says that there is no infrastructure on the island that can withstand a Category 5 storm? How are people going to prepare for this?
Yeah, and to put that into perspective, Vlad, you know, I read that and saw his comments, and I thought there are not many places, not much infrastructure in the U.S. that is built to withstand that. Maybe up to a 3, but a 5 is
Right. Like that. Like these buildings don't exist. You know what I mean? Like there aren't
not real buildings.
Like they're not like there's no fort. Like no one lives in a fortress. You know what I'm saying? That's like dug in 200 meters of concrete down and then just a concrete dome arch it like that doesn't exist anywhere.
No, this is going to wipe a significant part of Jamaica off the map. It's going to level the place. It is going to be a mess. The resorts can't withstand it. Especially the townspeople can't. Their houses are barely standing as it is.
I hope so.
To where? They're not being evacuated because there's nowhere to go.
Another island. Anywhere. Even if you can't get to like, you know, some mainland country, just get out of harm's way. Holy shit.
I mean, there are people on boats. I definitely saw that. There are some people on boats that have been trying to get out of there, but most of the people of Jamaica are simply too poor to go anywhere.
And what are you going to do? Get in a boat in the ocean right now? You know what I'm saying?
I die in the ocean like that.
Yeah.
really questionable. And in a lot of places here, I mean, you could see in the homes that are on the hillside, right? A lot of those are very strong, sturdy buildings. And still, we saw people who are coming down into the city to stay in hotels here. And then in the areas around the city, a lot of these neighborhoods, some of these are just board homes. But people felt like they wanted to stay there because they wanted to protect their belongings. Now, in the really, really low-lying areas that flood regularly, not just when there is a hurricane, the government has said, well, let's say that they have affected the evacuation to have them go into the hundreds of shelters that are set up. But a lot of people are staying in their homes. They feel that they've made it through past storms, and they feel that they'll make it through this one.
All right, here's hoping. Jason Allen, you stay safe, you and your crew as well, my friend. We'll talk.
Get a flotilla together now. Democrats, now. Stop talking about fucking Epstein for 24 hours, just 24 hours, and get right back on that shit. but you need to get something together now.
This is not good. I bet by Thursday we're gonna have really bad news. The people that were being interviewed last night about this at like 4 a.m. They were standing outside talking to the reporter, and the reporter's saying, "What are you guys gonna do?" And they both looked at him. They were like, "Pray that Jah saves us, because that's all we got."
This from Stephen Fowler over at NPR. Democratic AGs and governors sue USDA for suspending SNAP benefits. A coalition of more than 2 dozen. Here, I'll put up on the. There we go. On the thing. A coalition of more than 2 dozen Democratic attorneys general and Democratic governors from 3 states are suing the Trump administration over its decision to suspend federal food benefits during the government shutdown. The lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court of Massachusetts Tuesday comes as the White House continues to blame Democrats for the termination of food benefits for low-income Americans during the government shutdown. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, is a mandatory entitlement that provides about 1 in 8 U.S. residents an average of $187 a month in food aid. This is the billions and billions and billions of dollars that they're saying that all these welfare queens are living off of. On average, $187 a month. But the roughly $8 billion a month to fund SNAP benefits comes through the annual congressional appropriations, which lapse October 1st. A new banner atop the USDA website published Saturday says, "The well has run dry," and the Senate. What the fuck? The Senate Democrats are responsible for the department's decision not to send out benefits November 1st. Okay, you can keep trying to blame Democrats all you want. You hold the House and the Senate and the presidency and the legislature. You can't blame everyone when you hold all the levers of power.
Unchecked power.
Yeah, he's got them on maneuvers down there so that they can invade Venezuela. Instead, he should send them over to fucking help. Diz, exactly. Haven't heard a single mention of the government about sending the Royal Navy to assist. This is the problem. When sycophants and people addicted to cash and the wrong people get into government. And this isn't just an American thing. As we can clearly see, this is a worldwide problem. Politics got boring and it got irritating, and you didn't want to, and then my guy didn't win and my people got cheated and this isn't right, and that, and look at where we're at. 0, that's enough. We are in charge of making sure that our democracies stay afloat. And being informed is the first part of that. 0. Whatever it is, you can't do it because I'm not opening the door. Funny how that works. You're trapped in here with me.
0's big mad. I trapped Luna upstairs. Luna's not coming to bother me anymore today. Luna made their cameo and they're gone now.
Oh, they got a thing up. They got a video of it. Oh, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. And we didn't even get to talk about the narco trafficking strikes.
Oh yeah, last night's ridiculous strikes.
Which is not how you deal with drugs coming into the country, because I didn't see them at the fucking Mexico border blowing up white girls' minivans because that's who is bringing in all the drugs. I don't see them blowing up the ICE headquarters because those ICE agents were caught trafficking with the fucking cartel. I didn't see you blow that shit up. Blow up all these fucking, are you blowing up colleges too where they fucking traffic drugs? Like, what do you cannot explode your problems away.
No, you can't. But they're trying.
All right, let me let him out. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, he is not happy. Well, in the meantime, you guys get treated to a little bit more of Tez, and I just gotta say I really am worried about all these people. You have Japan that's getting hit tomorrow. You have Alaska that's already been hit with a tsunami, and now you have Jamaica with this Category 5 storm that's making landfall, and this is just nasty. It's just nasty. I really hope that they get some help and they get some aid, but it looks like we're going to have another Haiti situation here, and this one might be worse.
Rat bastard.
But this might be worse than Haiti.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. And
What's up, Viper?
And I think it's moments like these are where, as cruel as we feel this administration is, which I'm not justifying in any way, but when our system fails, we're not ready to help when shit like this happens. Because that was like, it was nice knowing that, the National Guard and the civil engineers, those people, like, it was nice to know that we had a catastrophic response team that was ready to help. And
didn't a lot of that get cut?
Around. Yeah,
I was gonna say Doge cut a lot of that.
I mean, USAID and all that stuff. Like, we helped people, and that felt good. It felt good to help people. And this kind of stuff is just like everybody knew that this storm was going to be bad, and he's still doing strikes.
Do you think we're going to get an influx of Jamaican immigrants that are allowed to be here because of what's going on in their country?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Because when we took the Haitians in Springfield, they fucking demonized them, and they all had a TPL, temporary protective leave, and they were allowed to come here and work and help us out. Marco Rubio renounced it. He canceled it all for them.
165 miles per hour. Humans can't survive that. Oh man.
So if you are if you are doing okay, then be ready to help somebody, because they're probably going to need it.
I have friends there. I haven't heard from them in a couple of days. They usually Snapchat me, and I haven't got nothing from them for a couple of days. I'm worried about them.
Yeah. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough week.
My uncle came home, though. My uncle's home, so he's not there right now. He actually came home a couple of weeks ago, so he's not there for that, which is good. It's good. He's not there for that. He's actually back here and under the arch. He's back chilling.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye on all this stuff. I think that's all the time we got for today. I got to feed this baby. She's like, this show is boring. Boring. I would like to eat lunch now, which is fine. Cortez, tell everybody where to find you. Oh, I guess you're already on the thing.
Oh yeah, you guys can find me at the Shutdown. I mean, most of y'all I see on a pretty consistent basis. So I appreciate you guys. I love when Vince just pop in and follow me over there. I appreciate that a whole lot. I mean, if you guys can find something on how to help the people of Jamaica, I'm gonna ask that you do so.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna slide out of here. Push all the buttons, follow all the places, and that means
I'm talking to you.
So for me and the rest of the bin dudes, drink your meat.